This is my interpretation of Futaba from Persona 5. Futaba is a hermit. She is chronically online. She lives in the box known as her 4-bedroom walls, and she doesn't leave. She's convinced herself that she is the reason for her mother's death. Later it comes out that she's not the reason for her mother's death, and she has to sort of cope with that reality and reshape this entire personality that she's built around it. Afraid of the world, afraid to go outside and hurt anybody else, afraid that the world could hurt her. After she meets Joker, the main character of the video game, and her other friends who eventually help her step out of her shell and into this new persona, which is like a crazy badass. So Futaba's role is actually so important now. She is the navigator. She's the main one telling everybody where to go, and she's also a super crazy hacker, spy, coder girl. I'm also eating marshmallows while I'm talking. This is my little version of a campfire. And don't talk about how I like my marshmallows extra crispy, that's my business. She's surrounded by these sort of block colors, right? Whenever we think of a gamer or code, we think of almost like the Matrix. Green text on a black screen, but I've incorporated some red, some yellows, some purples. And Futaba's eyes are closed in this painting. She's constantly in her head, so when you close your eyes and you're stuck in your mind, it's just you and your thoughts. That's sort of what this represents. This is her mind and also her outside surroundings that she's completely unaware of. Futaba is actually painted very colorfully here. Her skin is actually very colorful. Whenever I painted her, I couldn't help but to feel like this was also myself, maybe in like a different part of my life. I have another video talking about apathy and how that was a phase of my life before I got to where I am right now. I relate to Futaba so much, it's actually uncanny. I find so much happiness in just my solitude. My own space makes me very happy. I feel like for a really long time I haven't had my own space. I wasn't free in a sense. I could hang out with friends and family, but it's almost like I needed to be there in order to save face or be a presence. I needed to exist with other people, even though I just wanted my own space. And I'm not like depressed, I'm not sad, I'm actually extremely happy in my little corner. I sit and I read and I take notes on my readings. I get online, I watch K-dramas. I'm enjoying what feels like my version of happiness. And I think that's okay. I know that's okay. But for a long time, it felt like if I wasn't social or if I wasn't always performing for somebody, that I was actually in the wrong. And now that I don't have to perform and I can just be myself, I feel very fulfilled. I feel like it's almost selfish to just want my own time. And I feel like Futaba, I feel like I'm stuck in this space. I go out in public, I don't really talk to people. The ladies at the cash register have gotten so accustomed to me only smiling and waving. Literally, I could have a bunch of things on the conveyor belt. They think that I don't speak English or that I'm a mute. At first, they would try to speak extra loud. Then they would try to speak in their own language to see if I was also maybe them. And now I come in there and they know that I'm not going to speak to them, but I'll give them a very kind smile and be about my day. I'm not even doing it to be mysterious. I just don't. Yeah! I'm just content with my own company. Well, not according to my partner. Not according to him. I'm a little gremlin when I'm around him. Futaba did have her own group that she felt fulfilled by. It was just her group at the cafe. And even then, when the group would band up and meet up at the cafe, Futaba would be in the back on her phone. You guys talking about me? She was fulfilled by her group of friends, but she wasn't always part of it. And the times when she would come out and hang out with her friends, it would be, whoa, Futaba's here. And she still wouldn't talk much. She'd be in the back like this. That's literally me. Futaba's goal wasn't to be a social butterfly. It was just to be comfortable expressing who she is around her group of friends. Her friends didn't try to change who she was. She did have her bouts of, I want to go out and enjoy other people's company. But in the end, she just wanted the people that she cared about to accept her for who she was. And that was a hermit. Now, people are online all the time, chronically. It's terrible. I mean, yes, I'm one of those people, but I also see the other side of it. People spend so much time observing other people's lives, and that sort of gives them this rose-colored lens of, wow, I need to live this life, and I'm gonna be happy after that. No, you're not. You've glorified somebody else's lifestyle, and you haven't even lived a second of their life to understand if that's even real. Instead of trying to live somebody else's life, get inspired by somebody else's life, and then make your own. A lot of art is just recycled, I'm telling you right now. Picasso was not the first one to paint a tree, okay? But what makes it valuable is your own interpretation and your own perspective on that art, on that lifestyle. That's what makes it your own. That's what makes it beautiful. And then when you can further that by living that way on your own, actually having substance in your life from your own experiences that shape your own view of reality, that's what's going to make it more fulfilling. Futaba's story is not about coming out of her shell and blossoming into this lovely butterfly. Futaba's story is really about finally stepping out of those bedroom walls, stepping out into public, and walking around with her shell proudly, with people that she knew appreciated who she was. Her friends didn't try to rip her shell off of her back. They said, this is you. This is how you're comfortable existing. We want to let you know that we're also comfortable with your existence. We like you just how you are. And if Futaba got bored and she wanted to take her shell off, she could, but she's just not like that. Her shell is a part of her. In a lot of ways, people's fear of existing is what holds them back. The experiences that we go through and the hard times that we hold with us, that we can never forget, our shell, in a sense, those will always be with us. And you have to find those people in your life who are going to love you even after you reveal that to them. Oh, good. I like Futaba. Plus, Futaba-chan is a baddie. I think it's perfectly fine to find yourself being the odd one out, being the weird one, and you will eventually find those people who will accept you for that, who will love those character traits about you, and that might actually be the one thing that scores you an amazing husband or wife. I'm gonna be streaming video games like Persona 5, like Last of Us, Pokemon, Walking Dead, Roblox. Stay tuned and leave a suggestion for anything that you would like to see me play. If you haven't already, I would love if you would press the subscribe button. Follow me on TikTok at _myla.apple_ and on Instagram, follow me on Twitch. I live stream every single day except for Sunday because I need my beauty rest. Yeah, man, I think this is where we say goodbye. Bye!